Norwich City host Chelsea here at Carrow Road this evening in the Barclays Under-21 Premier League. After a win and a defeat in their opening two games of the season, Dimitri Halajko's youngsters will be looking to put in a strong performance tonight in front of a sizable home support. The biggest team news this evening is that Martin Olsson starts at left back as he returns from a shoulder operation that he underwent in May, and Jake Keane, Elliot Bennett and Tony Andrew are also in the squad. Norwich City against Chelsea. I'm Glenn Wheeler, and I've been joined in the gantry this evening by senior club journalist Ben Mouncer. How are you tonight, Ben?
Hi Glenn, I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
Brilliant, fantastic. I did say a minute ago that I couldn't see the blue of Chelsea. Well, Chelsea are wearing white this evening as the two teams make their way out of the tunnel. We run through the teams then, shall we, ahead of this one. Start with Norwich City in goal, Jake Keane, as you mentioned earlier, Ben. It's a back four of Riesel, Johnson, Mishia Fiti, Afolabi Koka and Martin Olsson, who is recovering from a shoulder operation that he underwent in May. The midfield four, Elliot Bennett, Louis Thompson, Conor McGrandles and Tony Andrew. Cameron King starts in that number 10 position behind Jamal Loza. And we're underway here at Carrow Road. Good interchange of play between Paul Johnson, Bennett, and it's in towards Loza. Early chance. And a fantastic save by Mitchell Beanie. Really well worked by Norwich City. Cameron King tries to slip it through, can't quite do so.
Excellent move there by Canaries. Conor McGrandles at the centre of it, releasing Elliot Bennett down the right flank, and Jamal Loza had to stretch to reach that header, but it was a good save by Mitchell Beanie in goal for Chelsea.
"15 appearances for the Chelsea Under-21s last season. Casey Palmer, 4 goals. And here's Elliot Bennett. Options in the box, pulls it back from McGrandles! And Norwich City have the lead. And as we were saying earlier, the threat came down the right-hand side. It was a brilliant pullback from Elliot Bennett. And Conor McGrandles, as cool as you like, makes it Norwich City 1, Chelsea 0.
An incisive goal there from Norwich City. Brilliant vision from Tony Andrew to pick out Elliot Bennett's run down the right-hand side. And that is a really calm finish from Conor McGrandles. Given a licence to make those runs into the box, and he's really made it work there. A great finish, and Norwich City lead 1-0 here at Carrow Road.
It's found it eventually, receives a warm round of applause.
One of the loudest of the night, that, Glenn, I think.
In it comes once more. And it's in. And Chelsea have an equaliser. And it's Ola Aina for the visitors. It was an excellent ball in. John Swift got the flick on. And it was Aina at the back post who stabbed home and made it 1-1.
Norwich will be disappointed with their defending there from that set piece. Pretty static, to be honest.
Doesn't fall for him though, it's with Martin Olsson. Free kick.
Watch that shoulder, Martin.
What a time this would be to score. Right before the interval. This is delivered in by Elliot Bennett onto Andrew's head. And Tony Andrew, well, he scored before half-time. Just saying, what an excellent time to score. And Norwich City have done that. 2-1.
Well, if Norwich's defending was poor for Chelsea's goal, then Chelsea's was even poorer for this one. Elliot Bennett's cross, Tony Andrews' header, free header inside the 6-yard box. And it's into the back of the net. And what a time for Norwich City to score.
Chelsea corner. Musonda takes. And Keane collects and drops. And Chelsea play on as Aina fires it in.
Not quite sure what happened there, Glenn. It appeared like Jake Keane had the ball under control. I think he must have either lost his footing or...
I think as he came down, the ball hit one of his defenders' heads, and Charlie Musonda has slotted it in. Well, that's a catastrophic period for Norwich City there. Jake Keane still protesting, I think. But Norwich City failed to clear their lines. And Charlie Musonda really had the easiest of tasks to tuck that into the corner. The Blues are level. Up against Reece Mitchell. Toffolo's done well, but he can't quite find the gap between two Chelsea defenders, which maybe would have led to a final chance for Norwich City. The referee's blown his final whistle. It's all square here at Carrow Road. And it's finished Norwich 2, Chelsea 2.
Tony Andrew awarded the Man of the Match award. I think that's a fair reflection of his performance tonight.
So Dimitri, it's finished 2-2. On reflection, is that a fair result?
Yeah, I think so. I think both teams had chances, both teams had spells. I think a draw was probably fair.
Final word on the crowd today, just over 9,000 under the lights. That's what these boys want to be playing under, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. It shows the fan base. It shows what this club thinks about youth development. So I think we're the best in the country at doing that. Something the club should be very proud at. The lads love playing in those games, and all the visiting clubs that come here comment on how well we do these type of games.